Hello friends, welcome to Dezinlife. Friends, we are in the corona crisis for last 4 months now. That is March, April, May and June. Almost 4 months has passed now, in the month of July now. Different companies have performed differently in these months. Rather, I'll say different companies has different journeys in these months. There are some companies who had done well in the month of March and they start falling in the month of April. April, May was low and then again try to recover in the month of June. And there are some companies who has fallen down in March itself and they try to improve in April, May and June was a little better. Then there is a set of company who are the fall flat in all the 4 months. They have not done well, almost 20-30% kind of business, 50% kind of business. And there are companies who has done comparatively well in all the 4 months. So different companies, different journey, different story has been in these 4 months. Corona is indeed a crisis and a big crisis. And no one has experience of going through such a crisis because this is first time in the decade from the Spanish flu in 1918. So almost after 102 years, such kind of crisis this world is facing. But friends, when there is a crisis, then only leadership is tested. What differentiates a person from another person, or what differentiates a company from another company in this situation is how we respond to such crisis. And that define or decide about future of the individual or the company. When we look back in last 3-4 months, the action of different companies are different. There is one set of company who has supported their staff all along, and some of them they have given the increments also. There are some companies who lay off some people and retain the rest, but with a lot of pressure on the numbers or the figures to achieve. There are some companies who had done the salary cut, but in a decent way, maybe 10, 15, 20% kind of thing. And there are some companies where has been the salary delay, and there has been salary cut also, there has been layoff also, there has been pressure also. So different companies are different way they have behaved. Now look at these different leaderships, how they acted and what relationship or what credibility they have now with their people. It's needless to say that some have gained and some have lost, whether relationship also, whether credibility also, depending on their action they have. Because in the time of crisis, once you look at each other, your relationship always change. This is not end of the world. Corona crisis will end, as everything has to end one day. Market will improve month after month, not suddenly. If you look at say month after month now, June has been better than May, July will be better than hopefully June, and August will be better than July. So this way we will keep on improving. We may not see some sudden shift from abnormal to normal, crisis to everything, mind-blowing start happening, but things are improving. So companies will be gainer or loser post-corona depending on their act during that crisis. Now how these last 3, 4, 5 months you can say, or maybe I include say July also, how these month company behave with their employees or their customers or their can say overall stakeholders, that will decide how this company will perform post-corona. Now let's move forward from here now. See, most companies are putting pressure on the target achievement or objective achievement or growth over the previous years. When we know that this is a huge crisis we are going through, different part of country there is a lockdown, somewhere lockdown for 2 months, somewhere lockdown for 3 months, some in then different cities also different stories. Some cities there is continued lockdown, some cities there is some relaxation. Many places doctors are still not practicing or practicing for very short time. Patient turnout are very poor in across almost somewhere whether 30%, somewhere 40%, somewhere 50%, 60%. Means overall, so doctor practicing as well patient turnout both are low. How can industry can deliver the same numbers? If we assume that even this situation also we will achieve what we have done 1 year back, I think then something is wrong when we are thinking. When number of patients are reduced significantly, number of doctor practicing also reduced significantly, how we can achieve the same numbers? My point of saying is that here companies need to accept the crisis Yes, we are in the crisis, and find the way out to deal with the crisis instead of denying the crisis. What I'm saying, we need to find out ways to deal with the crisis. This include the biggest important thing is the revising the budgets. When I'm saying revising the budget, this will include sales budget also, this will include promotion expense or overall expense of budget also. The budget cannot be in the isolation of only say sales budget. So budget need to be revised, whether sales, target or even expense. And this include the revising the strategies also, not only for this year, but for the next few years also, looking into post-corona situation. And this include taking care of your best assets, whether it's a people assets, whether it's a customer assets in this moment of crisis. Because when there is a crisis, how you take care of best people, whether people asset or customer asset, that make the difference. And immediately one should review the promotion mix if it is not done already. What promotion mix we have planned, say in the month of February, for the next say 3-4 months, this is something different is required. I think that is an immediate requirement. I hope most of the company has done. If they have not done, they should do it immediately. And this include overall preparing organization for future also, how we are looking at future from here. But to do that, first we need to accept current crisis. Yes, there is a crisis, because correction start from the acceptance, and when acceptance does not take place, when there is a denial always lead to the damage. So we need to accept the current situation, the current crisis, and look forward from here, and let us take companies from here for better future. So friends, my idea of today, this video, is to give you this food of thought. You all think about it, being this crisis, how we can take our team, our people with us, our company with us to post-corona situation where we all excel and we come out with a shining color. Thank you very much for watching today.